Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammerman Studios, I'm Warhammerman, and today we're taking a look at this week's official prices. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Alright, so we got a bunch of Lord of the Rings releases, and here are the official prices. So first we have the new Middle-earth strategy battle game, War of Rohirrim, The Battle of Edoras. So this is the core game with everything you need to get started playing, $220 USD or $270 Canadian. Next we have the Middle-earth strategy battle game 2nd edition rulebook, and this is included in the box set, but if you want to purchase it on its own, it is $58 or $67.50 Canadian. And next we have the Armies of the Lord of the Rings in hardback for $62.50 or $75 Canadian, and then the Armies of the Hobbit in hardback for $58 USD or $67.50 Canadian. And then moving over to Forgeworld, we have Helm, Hammerhand, the Wraith of Hornburg. So this is a new resin model from Forgeworld, $30 USD or $37 Canadian. And then also from Forgeworld, we have Freca, Lord of the Westmarch. Again, a resin model from Forgeworld, $30 USD or $37 Canadian. And then we have Lord Thorne of the World in Forgeworld resin, $30 USD or $37 Canadian. And then moving back over to plastic, we have the Warriors of Rohan, $52 USD or $63 Canadian. And then we had the Hill Tribesmen in plastic for $52 USD or $63 Canadian. And then back to Forgeworld resin, we have Buhrdûr Hill Troll Chieftain, and he is $46 USD or $57 Canadian. And then we have the Hill Trolls of Angmar in Forgeworld resin, $74 USD or $92 Canadian. And next we have the Great Eagles in plastic, $58 USD or $67.50 Canadian. And then we have the Ruined City of Gondor, and this is direct only in plastic, $315 USD or $375 Canadian. So definitely a little bit on the pricey side for Osgiliath, the Ruined City of Gondor, but if you were to pick up these individual models on their own, you're definitely getting some savings with this box set. Interesting to see that it's direct only though, so you're not going to be able to get nearly as good of a discount if you normally are able to get one from your friendly local game store or online distributor, but still going to be some savings over MSRP. So I've got to say that the coolest models are definitely the ones coming in Forgeworld resin. The quality on these is pretty awesome. I'm not a big fan of resin myself, but I do think the Hill Trolls of Angmar are pretty awesome. I think Buhrdûr, the Hill Troll Chieftain, is probably the coolest of all the models. $46 for him. I would imagine he's going to be pretty chunky. Definitely a very nice sculpt, and I think that these are much more brought in line with what you typically would expect from Games Workshop, even though they are a slightly smaller non-heroic scale. I do think the quality and sculpt on this is absolutely phenomenal. And to tell you the truth, if these were in plastic, especially like the trolls, I would definitely pick them up for D&D. But because they're in resin, I'm definitely passing on all these. I do think the Hill Tribesmen plastic box set is pretty nice, and these are fairly reasonably priced at $52 for 24 models. It's basically like $2 a piece, so not bad. And again, like some pretty good townsfolk for something like D&D. And then I definitely think that the unique characters coming in resin are pretty nice as well. Again, if they were in plastic, I would probably be picking some of these up. At $30 a piece in resin, they're really not bad, but I'm just not a fan of resin. Now a quick word from today's sponsor, CMO Games. CMO Games carries a full range of Games Workshop products, including miniatures, paint, terrain, tools, and more. They take pre-orders for most Games Workshop new releases as early as possible, usually 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. CMO Games offers 15% off of MSRP for most all Games Workshop products and offer fast free shipping to the continental United States on orders over $50. Most orders ship out within 24 hours. You know their customer service is top-notch as they've been selling games online for over 20 years. Use the affiliate link below and let them know that Warhammerman sent you. So if you already have some models and you're just looking to check out the new edition, $58 for the new rules manual. Not terrible, a little bit on the pricey side, but realistically switching over to the new edition and spending $58 to check out the rules is not terrible. But I do think if you're looking to pick up everything and you already have the miniatures, but you need all the new rules, you want to be able to build the Armies of the Lord of the Rings and the Armies of the Hobbits, you want the new rulebook, you're basically looking to spend about $180 for the 3 books. Now that's going to give you the rule book, that's going to give you a bunch of armies for good and evil, but no actual miniatures, so definitely a pricey little investment to jump into the new edition, assuming you already have your models. And then if you're just looking to check out the new game, you want to see what these models are all about, you want to try the new edition, and you don't already have any Lord of the Rings stuff, you're just looking to basically dip your toes in it. $220 for this box set definitely doesn't feel terrible, considering you'd be spending $60 just on the rulebook. So you're basically getting a little bit of terrain and 2 small armies for about $160 if you were going to pick up the rulebook anyway, because that's $60 on its own. So not bad, but there's definitely not like massive amounts of savings in this box set. It looks like component wise, if you were going to pick up this rulebook for $58, you're going to pick up the Hill Tribesmen for $52, the Warriors of Rohan for $52. You're at $162. So basically for about another $58, you're getting like some little dice, you're getting the little gaming mat, the range rulers, 2 little houses, and then you're getting a total of 8 characters, 2 good on horseback, 2 on foot, 2 evil on horseback, and then 2 on foot. So there's definitely a little bit of savings in this box set, but it doesn't feel like overwhelmingly awesome deal relative to just picking up the individual models you want. I do think it'll be fairly popular, but to tell you the truth, I think the Lord of the Rings popularity, I think a lot of it stems from like the longevity of the game and being around for so long. So I really am interested how many people are going to be jumping into the new edition, how many people are interested in the new box set. What do y'all think of the new models? I think overall Games Workshop has really turned a corner with the Lord of the Rings stuff. The new heroes look really nice, including all of these in plastic. The terrain has always been pretty cool. And then I think the Hill Tribesmen and the Warriors of Rohan look pretty good overall, especially for like 20 models for about $2 a piece. So let me know if you're one of those Lord of the Rings fans out there, if you're going to be jumping into the new edition. What do you think of the prices relative to what they used to be? Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products. And make sure to tell them that Warhammer Man sent you. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.